There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, how should I convince my parents for interfaith marriage? When it comes to a belief or position that is tied up in someone's identity, it's incredibly hard to change someone's mind with words. In fact, trying to persuade them verbally can cause them to dig into their no. Even harder. I wouldn't try this route, it may make things worse. My personal experience is that of the partner who wanted to marry someone whose parents might not be comfortable with an interfaith marriage. Mine didn't care. I had the good fortune to get to know my mother-in-law, the person who would be likely to object, as my partner's friend for a number of years. Then we dated, for a long time. Everyone had a good long time to come to peace with our relationship. Even then I probably wasn't the first choice, but my partner and I are fortunate enough to live in a country where you don't ask your parents for permission to marry anymore, and we didn't. They just had to accept our union or not. Ultimately they did because they wanted a continued relationship with my spouse. So what can you learn from my experience? What people respond to is specifics. Let them get to know the person you want to marry, maybe as a friend first if that's still possible. Ease them into it and let them see this person as a good human being. One that will cherish you and be an excellent partner. These are things most parents value regardless of culture. Think about other things your parents would care about in a partner, and let them experience how your intended exemplifies those virtues. It's unlikely that they'll ever be a big fan of this union, but it's harder to say no to a person you know and like than a concept. Everyone has had rocky patches. The difference between it being a patch and a drop of a cliff is what you do now. Check the link in the description if you want a helping hand.